Hello, Libra Ascendant. This is just for Ascendants. This is not for the Sun or the Moon. This is a little manual for you if you want to know how to enter and how to leave. What is it about sticky situations? Why does a situation not work out? Why is it doomed from the beginning? And why do some things not make sense later on? Like you come out of a situation, you're like, I'm not done, I'm not done. So basically, here I am trying to tell you a little bit of things as to how to improve your life by knowing how to end and how to start things. Okay. You, my love, Libra Ascendant. This is not for Sun or Moon. It's for Ascendant only. I hope you figured it out already. Okay, so if you want to know your Ascendant, just have a look at the link below. Cafe Astrology does really good charts, free charts if you know your time of birth and the place where you were born. So anyway, Libra Ascendant. You've gone far. You have been a lot for people. You've been so much in your previous times here. It's actually very, very sickening to us to understand that you're trying too much still. You're too much in there. Like you are too much feeling what is there. It's like you could look at something for a really long time, like at a crystal. Like I got a crystal, I got a little friend here as Philosopher's Stone. You could look at a crystal, Libra Ascendant, and never let go. When you are there, when you are looking at these people, and you know they're not serving you, you know the moment is dry, you can't get anything more. Like, there's no substance there. You know that you're not ingesting any more beauty, you're not ingesting any more love, any more care. Fucking hell, you need to go with a bang. Because your descendant lands in Aries. Which means you just gotta go, fuck this. And you gotta run off. And you gotta run off with anyone or anything. You gotta just go, I'm hard for this. Because Aries is a masculine energy. A very masculine phallic experience. It's like, I have to have this. And it's like this huge ego rises out of the depths and goes, I want to be with that person now. Or like, I want to go out and have that person. This person thing. Or I need that individual. I need that space. Sometimes like if a person's gone really far in their evolution, they will not look for the person to drag them out of their experience. They'll actually look for the explosion. Like, I need to go and see the fireworks at night. Like, oh my gosh, it should eventually build to I need, I want, I have to. But for some reason, with Libra Ascendant, you don't usually think in that way. You guys are like, I gotta touch this thing and keep on touching it. Like a job or a workplace, which is just like, doing this, I need to do this, and say for some reason you guys get put into jobs where you're not wanted. If you are not there for the right reasons, and quite often you're not, and quite frequently the people that you're with, it's not happening. It's just not real. It's just like, you are me as well, aren't you? And there's like this detached feeling sometimes that people have for you guys, like, oh my gosh, like Krista came over and she was just looking at me going, tell me about your family. You had a dad. I did as well. I had a dad. Did he die? Mine died. Did yours? No, he didn't die. Is he gonna die? No, he's not gonna die. Okay, I've got a dad just like your dad. You know what I mean? These people have, Libra Ascendants, have a level of interest in something that's not human. Excellent surgeons, good workers with mechanicals, cleaning things, making things fresh, beautifying. Useless though with people if they don't feel completely themselves. They have to feel themselves. They got to feel urge, and sometimes it makes them walk through reality really fast. Like they walk in, they go, you got it. Hang on, I gotta go. It's like a run out. If you got like a Libra Ascendant friend who's kind of like, oh, that's really interesting, and then suddenly they get an urge like, oh my god, I'm so not interested, I gotta go, that's fine, that's normal. If you are that person and you are used to being hypnotized by other people and you used to be led towards something, it's almost like led towards the conclusion by another person, you got to develop in yourself an urge. And it got to be something clear. And for some people, it's even an urge to like fart or to take themselves to the bathroom for some reason. But if you got this urge like, oh, gotta go, that's good. That's passion, that's power. And if you are getting these urges, like as a Libra Ascendant, like you were someone, you're like, oh, gotta go, oh, sorry, that's good. That's really good, because that's actually taking you out of this experience where you are getting hypnotized by something that's not worthy of your time. But if your body is like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm with this person. I gotta go. Even to the point where it's disgust. Oh, I can't believe I slept with this guy. Oh my god, oh my god. If you're anywhere like that and you go into total impulse and you go into total like prosperity of crisis, I want to say, it's like you're like, oh my god, I gotta go. I gotta really run. If you're there, you got to go. You got to do it. And that exit is more important than your entry. Like you can enter things only if you exited things well. It's all upside down, because Aries is the first and now it's the last. Aries is the global ascendant and now it's the global descendant, and you Libra Ascendant, because your opposite is Aries. So it's all upside down. Your whole chart is upside down from the general collective energy, which is good. So basically what you do is you got to watch for those urges. And it could be like a lick of fate. A lick of fate. Say if you're driving the bus, or you're driving a car, you're driving a van, you swerve the road, you think you're gonna die. You got the heart pumping. You got to get off the road. You got to do something different. If you are swerved by life, like life and death, oh my god, that was so close. If you are there, use that moment of inertia to wake yourself up, dry yourself off, make yourself clean, and go another way, completely the other way. So if you've ever worked with heavy machineries, which is very likely with Libra Ascendant, very likely to work with heavy machinery, very likely to work with children, not loving children, very, very easy to go into a family home where you're like washing the dishes for other people, things like that. Oh, don't mind, oh, look, all dishes. Look, I've made a meal, and there's nothing behind it. It's just like, oh, I'm here. But if you got like brushed with death, if you got like a brush with like, oh my god, oh, I can't believe that person's touching me, oh my god, anything like that, anything where you are like, ew, gotta go, trust that, because that's the exit that will take you to the right entry. I mean, you could be like this, for example, you've been a driver for a long time, because you guys get stuck into things and you can't even tell, you're not enjoying yourself sometimes, you're fooling around with someone and you're like, bored, but you're like, I can stroke you forever, I can touch you forever, I can be with you eternally, and you're like, I'm kidding myself, right? And like, no, that's ego. That's a favorite thing for this ascendant to do. It's like, I'm not gonna go with that, it's ego. But if you get this burning sensation, especially like say if you got to pee or you got to poop, but it's like burning and it's uncomfortable, if you're like prone to getting anything like that, it's actually really good, because say, this is gonna sound ridiculous, if you ever get venereal disease and it flares up around certain types of people, or you're not sure how you're going to go to the bathroom, but you really got to go to the bathroom, but say you got hemorrhoids or you're constipated, very likely with that ascendant, because it keeps importing itself into unholy situations, unable people to service it and everything like that. If you get the burning, the bird's like, oh my god, that's horrible, I can't poop, or like, oh my god, I went pee and I got like my thrush back or something like that. Anything like that, you got pain, you got burning, you got, oh my god, like, anything like that that makes you jump and makes you uncomfortable, makes you worried for your life or your health or your nutrition, your anything, your wife, your husband, makes you worried, makes you scared, you got to go to the next thing. And usually it's like that scary thing happens, and if your mind is clear and you can be worried and you can emit anger or frustration, usually the next option is already there. Get frustrated, get angry, I can't believe that happened. Like, get there, and this exit will give you the entry that you want. And how to enter? Well, you enter in any way. Say, for instance, if you're the Libra type that has settled yourself into a job in your freaking teens and you're still driving, you're still working along, you're like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. Yeah, I like the pen. Oh, I like this pen. Oh, have you got pens? I've got 12 pens at home. I counted them the other day. If you're one of those Libra ascendants and you got to go, and you know you got to go, you could work at this job for 20 odd years, 30 years if you wanted to, and you know you could be with this person for 1,000,000,000 lifetimes. And you're like touching them and you're like, I touch you like this every time. I know you like it like this. I know my ex-girlfriend liked it like this, so you must like it like this. You know, you got this thing going. Every person's the same. Everybody's the same. Everything's the same. Everything's balanced. Everything is non-offensive. You have to touch death. Okay, at least view a video or view something where somebody is extremely hurt. And if you do not have empathy, there is a problem. If you don't empathize when people get hurt or get busted and you feel like laughing or even not laughing when people fall off the, BMX bike, you're not caring. It's like, that person died. There is a problem. There is a problem. You got to spark yourself in pain or in joy or in gusto or in something. You got to elevate that. So what to do? Running, getting the heart rate up, getting, sexual, getting sexual for funny reasons, beginning to be like an animal again, beginning to be like a crazy guy, like a crazy person, especially if you're male. You've got to keep the crazy, you've got to have an edge to the point where you could punch a guy. Like you could go to a concert, everybody's moshing and you could punch a guy out of joy, like anything like that. But you've got to develop empathy, and the empathy for yourself primarily, because otherwise you're just driving the bus for the rest of your life. You're just walking the line for the rest of your life. Or you're like birthing children, even to the point of birthing children that you don't know what to do with. You're like, look, there's little Johnny and here's little Martha and they're my kids. Okay, so you got to have a very nice development through your life that is very much a pattern. But then you've got to always keep an eye on how you are doing things. Notice how you're doing things. For example, if you're driving the bus or you're doing whatever mundane task and you're like, oh, look at that. Was that a kangaroo? I don't know. Oh my God. Was that a bear? We don't have bears in Australia. Oh my God. Ha 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 ha. If you're like doing something and you're like, oh, you're like a mad person. You're like a mad person. Say, for example, you're a scientist and you're a lucky person. You're a lucky person, Libra Ascendant, if you are a crazy guru about things, like you got into crystals. Oh my God, you got into crystals? And usually it's a young person thing, like you were 12, got into crystals, your grandma had a lot of crystals, and you're looking at the crystals and you're like, oh my God, look at this one. There's a big one, there's a small one, there's a very small one. Oh my God, look at this. If you're in that nerdy state of being about anything that you're doing, Libra Ascendant, you could do it forever. Say, for example, you could have a career at 15, doing makeup artistry or something. Like, you get crazy about something, it's like, go away everybody, I'm doing this. So basically what you're doing, coming in, exiting all the time. It's like beauty and balance. Oh my God, fire within. Oh my God, beauty and balance, fire within. What you're doing is you're sending your career, you're sending your life really fast. Now you got to get in the works here, because this could be a magic thing. This could be a magic, miraculous thing for you, because, your ascendant is upside down. If you get the thing, even later in life, but usually with later in life, you believe in pattern, you believe in time, because Saturn is your secondary ruling planet. Surprise! So basically what you got, I got a watch in my hand. Oh. I'm a Libra sun, I'm allowed. So basically what you got to watch is the excitement levels. Where is the excitement levels? And it's really hard if it's in something else that you're not going to have for a long time. Like say if it's like another person's wife, if it's another something, it's out there, oh my God, I'm only happy when I see her, that's hard. But you got to watch for the excitement levels, how to choose a job, and I would really suggest if you got a Libra Ascendant child, get them into the excitement zone quickly, because then their life is like a piece of cake. It's like rolling, there you go, and death comes and they've got like a doctrine and they're like finished freaking 7, degrees in the same type of thing, and they're like a genius, miracle maker, like full on genius. Okay, because quick find, quick loss, quick find, quick loss, and life goes really quickly. Now, another thing that you can do is if you are a developed Libra Ascendant and you're dawdling, you're not quite sure, you're fine, you're not fine, you're just looking at them, you're like, I love you. Yeah, I think I do. Are you hungry? Like, you know, like you're not, some things are washed out, nothing in the mind, you know, kind of like things are slow. If things are going like that, if you're a Libra Ascendant, you have to fight. You have to fight for something. You got to fight for it. You got to fight for it. You got to fight. You know, you got to find that girl or that guy that doesn't freaking want you. You got to fight. If you've got somebody who doesn't care for you, if you've got the job that's not giving you something and you're like, oh, it's okay, I'll go minimum wage, hey, that girl doesn't want me, that's okay, I'll take her friend for a dance, you know, like a canoodle and, no. Okay, if you're going with the easy choice, bad. If you're going, well, I fell through with that person, but they've got, like, sort of a lookalike, that's terrible. If you look at somebody in the same community, like, she's a yoga teacher, you know, she's a crystal lover, you know, she's an animal lover, and she's blonde. That's her. I'm like, oh, I ticked 4 boxes. What do you want me to do? 4 boxes is good enough for me. If you're aiming like the same level, there's a hardship there. It will never take you as far as you need to be. Now, if you're going, say, for example, oh my God, I'm alone. Say I have finished my degree and I can't find a job. You've got to freak out. You've got to freak out and you've got to take yourself to the best company and you've got to beg or you've got to, you know, touch your heart and you've got to feel like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Say, for example, you went and you did the degree and you wanted it and then you recognize that it's not wanted, it's not worthy, nobody wants to hire you. And you can go, I'm a free spirit. No, you spend like, say, 4 or 5 years in a degree and then you've got to go, it's okay. No, you've got to be very, very clear. Say, like, I've spent freaking time on this. You know, I've given my life. I've given my life to this degree. I have to have it. I have to have it. Even to the point where you're like knocking on the doors, you know, going overseas just to freaking try and get your foot in. That's when you're living. That's when you're succeeding, because when you do something like that, it's a huge miracle for a Libra Ascendant and you get there fast and you can roll like that. Not maybe, say, you weren't fortunate enough to roll from the age of 12 towards your career. Maybe you'll be 50 and then you suddenly click, I want you, like, I want you, I want this. And I, like, you know, crying and like that anger and your eyes are all red and everything's like coming off, the mascara is running, everything. If you get to the point, Libra Ascendant, you're saved, because the begging and the pleading and everything like that, because you have an Aries descendant, you're going out with a bang. If your life is stale and you're like, my girlfriend's leaving me, who else is there? That's bad. That's terrible. You're losing yourself. You're losing your source. If you're like, my job is coming to an end. Well, like, I tried and it didn't work out. And you're like going, might try something easier. Like, easier? Easier is not for Libra Ascendant. I'm sorry. I mean, you may think, you know, as like a guru of astrology, if you are a guru of astrology, a Libra Ascendant, everything's peaceful. No. It's a unique diseased sign for an Ascendant. Not because it's just a diseased sign generally. Even for a Sun, I'm Sun and Libra. It's not happy when this person's like, sorry, far out, don't be so hard on me. Listen, relax. No, because usually they're useful most when they're in stress and trouble and put themselves on the line. That's when you got it. But you use that time wisely. Like, say, okay, fine, with this type of Ascendant, it's not good to have a job or to work in a force which is like constant, like, you know, say I'm a sniper and I gotta, you know, there's got to be empathy. There's got to be a level of highs and lows all the time. What's going to happen? There's going to be a contrast, like contrast showers. Okay, if you need to get into a job, you need to get into a girl, you need to go into a guy, you need to go into something new, society, new velocity, new idea, new country. You got to be like, oh my God, is she? No. Isn't she? No. Oh my God. It's got to be like that. If you're not like, oh my God, I don't know which one to choose, I'm so scared. If you're like that, that's good, that's perfect, that's where you need to be. to the point where you're on a date and you're like, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. That's good. Say you go into an interview like, I'm sorry, should I? Like, that's fabulous. It's fancy. It's very good. If you're there, that means perfect. It's nice. It's a good vibration for your Libra Ascendant. However, if you're choosing women or men, like, he's blonde and then the other one's brunette. He's got green eyes, but he's got blue eyes. He's got muscles, he's got a belly, but he is a pilot and he is a jock. Like that, weighing people against each other, looking at a job like, that pays a bit more, that pays a bit less, I've got debt, I've got issues, I don't know, all of this, in any situation, anything to do with anything, that's bad. I know it sounds like it should make sense. Oh, Libra Ascendant, just choose. I don't know, weigh it up and choose it. No, there's got to be an edge because your exit and your entrance are the same thing. So yeah, mind your own business as well. If a person's like looking for an out and they're like, oh, would you date me because I'm lonely? No, if you want them, you know, you will choose. But if you don't want them, you'll choose as well. If there's usually a person or people or a family or something, they're like, we really want you to help us. We don't know what we are. And you're like, I'm a Libra Ascendant. I'm just weighing everyone up. No way, no way. And with entry as well, don't take a look around. Never look around. Feeling is inside, not like, oh, what's everyone doing? No. Don't take a look around. Look only at yourself. So you know when you're looking around, you're looking around and you're like, that boyfriend for my friend, you know, that boyfriend, I say for me, you know, he was a little bit freaky and this person was a little bit snippy and that person was a little bit trendy, but that was a little bit pretendy, and you kind of have all this hover around all these different ideas. You've connected with little things and little details and things that are kind of impersonal, and everything's like a little grid and you're just like, I don't know which one. I got this new one coming up. I mean, what category do I put them? No. Anything like that is not so good unless you're working at the job and it's part of your big picture. Got the big picture and say you are looking at bits of film because you're a photographer. You're like, that's the one. That's good. That's okay. That's alright. That's feasible, even though that'll make you bored in the end because it's got to be, okay. So for example, if you get your job on, and you got to like choose and you got to think, and sometimes you got to be like a surgeon or you got to be something, and you got to be really worried about what you're doing with your hands, and you got to concern yourself. Why does it never work? Where is the pattern? Why can't I choose the right color? Or like, what is it about this window display that never looks right? I draw it up, it looks perfect. Every time I put the window display, it doesn't look quite right, quite neat. Anything like that. Anything that makes you like, oh my god, I don't know how to do it. That's perfect. Because it'll never get done. And that's perfect because you can do it for ages. Anyway, in the exiting zone, say for example, you're at a job, you're at a place, you're at a person, you're at somewhere, and you're going like, I don't actually know what I want to leave this person for. Oh gosh, and you might be like, but he's pretty, he's nice, he's neat, and you're like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But if you actually go, okay, who's that? That's perfect. If you're weak in the heart, Libra Ascendant, which is not unusual. You might have to have a catalyst with another person, with another partner. So if you're cheating on your partner and you're wanting to cheat on your partner, that's perfectly fine, means you're ready to go. And don't pretend that you're not. If you are looking around at other people, you're there, you're done. Come on, you're done. But to do with an exit of a job or a career prospect, yeah, you got to have a serious, like a scare. Like there's got to be an intensity. If you cannot see it, maybe it's not done. Sometimes you have karmic jobs or karmic situations you can't get out, but you got to have like a fear. You got to have a fear, like say I'm going to lose something. Oh my god, I can't be there anymore. There's got to be a fear. There's got to be something that awakens within you as a shock. That's when you're going to do it, because the shock is actually something that enables you to fly. Thank you so much, Libra Ascendant. I hope that has been fun. I feel it's been incredibly enlightening for me, and it has taught me a lot. Thank you so much for being my friend. If you would like to find out your Ascendant, if you're not sure, please have a look at the video link below. If you'd like to get a chart done, if you'd like to do ascendant charts, if you are all over the world and your chart changes ascendant, hit me up. Yeah, otherwise, have a wonderful transit and thank you for tuning in. Bye.